This crab is scared of me. He knows I'm going to be on my game this cycle. You can see him hiding and then coming back out, seeing if I'm still looking at him. But we got some Mega Crab attacks coming today. I'm still on the lower level stages, currently on stage 22. So we're going to be using Scorcher Zuka. It's a pretty efficient strategy as the Scorchers are pretty quick, take up a lot of damage, and the Zukas are Zukas. Okay, so normally with Mega Crab, I'm more of the casual player, so I haven't gone on any big pushes recently. I think my highest ever, it's pretty low. I think it's in the 50s, but this is the first Mega Crab since HQ25 dropped, so we actually have a reason to go out and collect some loot from the Mega Crab, and we're going to beat that this time, but I want to know what your record for Mega Crab is ever. Probably higher than mine if you are anywhere near max level, but I'm not quite sure how far can like the lower level folks get up. I guess I could test it out on my lower level account and see how far I can push up, but we got to worry about our main accounts here first. And then with this Scorcher and Zuka strategy, we kind of just we're kind of laissez-faire with the attack strategy as they just wander off, usually doing a good job. However, I think since it's still on the lower level of the stages, but we're getting up there, I think we're gonna have to babysit our Zukas more and pop some second wins. But I've been doing some AFK attacks as I was like working on school while also doing the attack where I just place down the troops and then do some homework. But you can only do that for so long until you need actual strategy. And you can see we got some Zukas running over the mines and getting hit with the rocket launcher too. This is where, I mean, we need to start babysitting them because it's only stage 22. We don't want to be failing, spending 2 attacks on it and losing our attacks so early, because we're going to need to get to at least stage 60 this cycle. But I already got a Zuka upgrade in the works with the first 22 stages of loot. And then we also got a boom cannon upgrading to max as well, so that's going to be awesome. Now, since we just started those, we can't get any upgrades unless we spend diamonds, but we want to get the loot as high as possible. So for when the upgrades get closer into diamond range, when I'm willing to spend a diamond and get the next upgrade, or just when it finishes, we want to have, I think we want to go for a landing craft upgrade. It's like never a good time to get a landing craft upgrade, because they're so expensive and they hurt your attacks because you can't retrain troops once they're upgrading. So they're pretty long upgrades, so it's like never a good time, always an inconvenience. And especially with this update, you only get the 1 extra rifleman with HQ25 landing crafts, so it's like there's like no incentive to upgrade it, but you're gonna have to get it eventually. It's gonna be worth it. The extra 8 Johnsons once you get them fully upgraded, if you're using all riflemen, I promise they'll be worth it. Maybe not, but on to the next stage here. I like this layout here. It's more condensed and it forces your troops, they like spread out and then they naturally have to funnel to each other, so I don't have to waste any flares. And it's kind of natural because when I have to regroup my troops, I usually end up getting a lot killed. And I can see some Zukas over here are struggling against this mortar. I don't know why I didn't hit it with the shock bomb in the first place, but that's okay. And we're just going to focus on saving the few Zukas over here. Our Scorchers mostly alive. We can pop a second win though with all the Zukas that have perished. We'll get them back, and then a few riflemen, a few Johnsons on top of it. And this will prove we'll beat this attack because of the extra riflemen. So imagine having that every attack with the maxed out landing crafts, plus you could still bring second wind and get the extra Johnsons back. I promise it's going to be worth it. Can you tell I'm trying to convince myself to get a landing craft upgrade so I don't put it off for a year and then go through the inconvenience? Just procrastinate the upgrade essentially. But the one annoying thing about this attack, there is that laser beam behind the core that was trying to zap my Zukas. I saw it. I'm not sure if it got any, maybe 1 or 2, but if it did kill any more, it was the pink one, so that's not bad. We only lost 8 Zukas and we're getting power powder. We're getting proto parts, which I've been spending a lot but not getting a lot, so we want to get as many proto parts as we can. Moving on to stage 24 here, and we're gonna trigger the, I probably could have waited on that second one, but I always forget to trigger it when it's more beneficial to the attack. So The cryo effect will probably wear off by the time matters, but it's better than me just completely forgetting, triggering it late, and seeing the Scorchers with a full head of steam just get that Arctic breeze, slow them down, and their fire, the flame that they expel for damage, has no chance. It needs to warm the body, but they just try and destroy the buildings. There should be a self-heating system on it, if you ask me, but that's just too complex for Boom Beach. We're gonna throw a box of critters and get the critter hub triggered there and throw shock as well. We want it to survive. That boom cannon is turned. That's exactly where you want it. Unlike these are just firing on my Scorchers, and I am biffing shock bombs right now. That is more than embarrassing. But this stage really has no chance. I think I'm gonna get this cryo bomb popped right now, and then that'll clean up some mines. Probably my troops would have been fine from those mines, but it also puts a little bit of damage on the critter hubs we are about to pop. And since our troops are getting close, we're going to pop a couple second winds. We got the critter chain going over here, and we're going to get a couple shock bombs out around the critters so they're still free to attack. Wow, there was not as many critters ejected as I was expecting there. We're going to need some extra help on the shield generators, or our Zookas will just pound through the more difficult way. We'll let them do that just in case that rocket launcher starts hitting them more. We got the double. We're going to get the triple med kit out there, and that should heal the Zookas up. How we doing over here? There is still so many shield generators. I don't even know if we've taken the shield generator out. Our Zookas will get it the hard way, and stage 24 will be no more. Down it goes. Let's see where we're sitting at. So, like, it's kind of deceiving on how much loot you actually get from Mega Crab, because when you're tearing through the first few stages, the, like, loot per how difficult the base and the attack time is so great, but then you start spending a lot more time on the attacks. Like, it's a lot of gold and a good amount of stone, but, like, the iron and wood on this particular base, not that great, so the loot payout slows down tremendously. But anyway, moving on to this one, it's this beach, this landing area he's provided. It's like a huge choke point. Look at all the mines we're gonna have to go through. I know our Scorchers aren't capable of protecting the Zookas from all of those. Maybe not worth the risk. So we're gonna get some critters, barrages out, and start cleaning up some mines and kind of see how we're doing. I probably should have threw a few shock bombs out. Better late than never. Those boom cannons were targeting a Scorcher. They actually only got one, which is nice. But we gotta look over here. There is just so many cannons and boom cannons. You do not like to see that when you're using Scorchers on the Mega Crab. But eventually we're gonna have to get a strat change. I'm not quite sure on what I want to attack with, so let me know what I should use when we get like into stage like upper 30, lower 40-ish. There was one I was using probably like 6-9 months ago. We'd lost like all of our Scorchers and Kaban has died. We're gonna lose our first attack here. That is quite sad. We'll get those critters hub popped, but we are just running out of Zookas. I could have played that tremendously better, but yeah, let me know a strat. I kind of forgot what the strat I did use. It was decent, and honestly, I don't want to say I was good at it, but I sort of got the hang of it, but I just can't remember. So I'm open to ideas for the upper stages. Let me know on that. But stage 25, we are not going to lose to it. We're going to get by it. We did lose to it, but we're going to get by it. It's okay. We failed an attack on stage 25. My pride is only hurt a little bit. Well, I've been through enough embarrassment when it comes to these, but I think what we're going to do, we're gonna try and avoid all the boom cannons over here if we can. Okay, let's get some shock bombs out here. We're gonna want to get rid of those rocket launchers because I know our Zookas are not gonna play well with those. They're probably gonna die, and then we gotta watch the back rocket launchers as well. You can just sense them. They saw the Zookas coming. They're like, Jimmy's gonna forget. He's gonna forget. Mr. Goat's gonna forget. He's no longer the Goat. I forgot to reshock the other ones. It is confusing. Oh my gosh, I played right into what they were expecting me to get to. They're playing chess. I'm playing checkers here. But we're gonna start playing some cribbage here and take out Dr. T's Mega Crab stage 25, even if it took one attack 2 more than it should have. And then just to taunt these rocket launchers over here, we're going to throw a box of critters onto the... None of them can see that. Are you serious? I guess it makes sense. I thought they would be able to see like the ones on the far side, like for this one over there, but I guess not. So I kind of played myself. But as we were doing that, our revived Zukas and the remaining Scorchers were able to take out stage 25 of Mega Crab. I wish I could spread out the gold to other resources, but like I said, my builder's currently busy. That's almost a 2-day upgrade still remaining. But that, oh my gosh, 4 days until we can spend more gold. I guess we could convert it, so might as well do that. Get some raw crystals. Oh my goodness, we're using all of the gold. But I'm going to save the other resources for that landing craft. I really don't want to upgrade. We've only got 1 out of 8. So let's get to 1/4 of the way there, hopefully by the end of Mega Crab. But thanks for watching. Again, let me know what strat I should use. But we'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.